This is the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it cute? This is quite a simple card. There's a lot of things to it, but it's not hard. It's quite simple. Get this out of the way. I used this beautiful designer series paper, and that's the back of it. And it is the Countryside Inn designer series paper. It's a carryover in the from the annual catalog to the annual catalog. So it's a carryover. So that's one of the few that were carried over. It's not a normal thing to have carryovers. Usually the designer series papers are retired soon as the annual catalog goes out. Like, we have no carryovers. So this is really rare, and it's nice to be able to have that. Now I use the nest. I love this stamp set. I told you the next one I'm going to do is the nest with a bird. And I got the bird from Nested Friends. This is an online exclusive. And I'm wondering if this is too. Like, there's everyday details is listed in the catalog, but there's not a picture. And the everyday detail dies are online only. So I'm assuming maybe the whole thing is online only. Don't know for sure. And I use the timber embossing folder. Let me see. I love this thing because it looks like wood, and I absolutely love working with wood grain. It's one of my things that just any nature thing I can do, I usually use it. So this is the Deckled circle dies. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th from the smallest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the largest. Now the circle for this is from the Everyday Detail dies. It's the there's a large one that goes around here. I wonder where I put it. But anyways, it's that. And yeah, I'll have to find it after I finish my card. And I use the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. So I started this. I stamped it basically in the middle, but down just a little bit because I got to put the bird on there. And oh, I didn't finish. I thought I had finished that. Wow. I thought I would just quickly do this and have it done, because it doesn't matter what it looks like. This is not going to be shown. I didn't do the bird, the eggs, because it's not going to be shown. So what I did, I stamped it, and then I'm just going along here and doing these branches or twigs or whatever the bird has got to make the nest. And I just did it like that. And then I took my old olive dark, and I'm just barely doing the leaves. There's not much to do. It's just a little bit of color. You could do these, but you don't have to. They're probably not going to be seen even if you do them, but if it makes you feel more comfortable, go right ahead and do it. Not a big deal. So that's done. And now I'm going to bring in this. I stamped 2 of these. I stamped one on here, and I stamped this on a spare piece of paper, and then I just fussy cut it out. and I'm going to be dimensioning this up. So to get things going, I use my Balmy Blue dark for the detail. And then I'm taking my Balmy Blue light and I'm going over top of that just to blend it in. And if you use can't even talk. If you leave light areas, that's fine too, because sometimes the eggs are not always solid blue. They have lights and darks in them. So now I'm going to take my dark Pecan Pie, and I'm just going to do some of the lines, not all of the lines, because you would fill the whole thing in with the dark Pecan Pie instead of having some light in it too. And it's not necessary. It's just to have some highlights from the dark color. And now I'm taking I got an itchy nose. My goodness. My light Pecan Pie. And I'm just going around it. Now when I did the envelope, I did not color it. I colored the inside, but you don't even have to do that. If you don't want to color it, it's going to be fine. It's whatever you choose to do. So how's everybody doing? Have you got your gardens in? Have you started your garden? How's that going for you? I have mine mostly all done, which is awesome. I had to speed up the process this time because I'm going in for surgery on, well, when you see this, it'll be yesterday. I'm taking my Bicky tool. So I'm having a total knee replacement done. So I won't be doing a lot of videos. I'm trying to get a few extra done up ahead, and then as soon as I can get back down here, I had trouble last time with my knee. I could not seem to get it to bend so that I could come down, but hopefully this time will be a little bit different leg. Whoops, wrong. I'm supposed to be using the dark. This is Petal Pink. No, this is the wrong one. This is for the beak. Sorry about that. Thinking that's not quite right. Doesn't look the same. So this is light Petal Pink. Yes, it is. I got it right. I'm trying to get these things done, and I have stamp camp tomorrow, so that's the last stamp camp I'm going to be able to have for a few months, because I have my classroom in the basement, and getting up and down and being able to sit for that length of time is going to be just a tad bit challenging. So Now I am doing the dark Balmy Blue, and I'm just doing a little bit of the dark and then I'm filling it in with the light. It matches this paper so well. It's really nice. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, this isn't very big. Now what can I do to make it look bigger and better? And I came across the designer series paper and I thought, oh, with the flowers in the background, that will just be perfect. So that's why I chose that. Now I'm taking the little one to do the tail. Does not want to come off, it's so tiny. There we go. Got it stuck to my fingers. And I'm just going to put a little dollop, whoopsie, right there, just so that I can attach it. And I know it's going to stay there. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Now I am bringing in, this is the Misty Moonlight cardstock, and this is the circle, the Deckled circle die. I forgot to get my scissors out again. I have to hide them, or I lose them. They disappear someplace. Grandkids are wonderful, but yeah. And even sometimes parents take them. There's a handy pair of scissors. It's like, no. But that, hey, it's life. Grab my scissors out while I'm busy. And I have to use them for this. Now this is what I did the timber embossing folder on. Isn't that a pretty? I just love this embossing folder. It looks so nice with scenery. And I do love making scenes. Do you like making a scene? I love nature. I love being outside in nature. I love the lakes. I love lakes. Lakes and rivers. Oh, they're so pretty. Now this is just a touch bit longer. So I'm just gonna see, not hardly even worth it, but I notice it and it just, that bothers me. I'm a little freakish in that department. Now, this is a 20 inches long, I think. Yeah, about 20 inches long. Give or take a quarter of an inch or two, or half an inch, something like that. Now you want to make sure that you get this tight, not tight enough that you bend the cardstock, but tight enough that it looks nice. Now I'm going to spread this apart and I want them the same distance from this side as from this side. And I'm going to do the same up top. And now I'm going to take my glue dots and I'm rolling that glue dot and I'm attaching it right underneath because I want it to stay in the center. And I want it to be attached. So now I'm going to take my scissors, and I don't want these extra pieces on here. And now that I've got it glued down, it should be perfectly fine. And I'm taking what is this, 9 inches, I think. 10 inches, not quite. I'm sure 9 inches would be perfectly fine. You can do bunny ears if that's what you choose to do. It's whatever. There's no right or wrong to this bow. Just make sure that you have it going the right way so that it will lay down flat. And keep pulling it till it's the same size. Like that. And then I always go like this and make sure pretty close. So now I'm going to take another one of these glue dots. And it's going to go right below that knot. Well, if it will stay. And then this is going to go on top. I pulled the one side, not the other, unfortunately. I don't know how I did that, but I did it. So now I don't want all this hanging down here, so I'm just going to cut it off. Going to pick it up together. Try not to pull. And then cut those off. Just like that. Now, this is going to be stuck together. This is Misty Moonlight. I love Misty Moonlight too. This is such a pretty color. I used to always, my go-to was Night of Navy because I love that. But with this, it's a kind of a smokier look to it than Night of Navy. I love it. For the longest time, I didn't use Night of Navy after this one came out. It's like, well, I got to start going back to that because it is such a pretty color too. And it goes with certain things a little bit better than this one does. There we go. Now, I am going up and down here. And it's the same size as the Balmy Blue, the second layer. Just like that. Now I am going to attach this. Oh, well, that was not attached yet. It's a lit. I probably should have dimensional this up, but I don't want, I'm going to dimensional the circle die cuts, and I don't want this dimensional plus those, and then the nest is dimensional and the bird's dimensional. I just didn't want to build and build and build, so it makes it more challenging to put in the mail and cost a lot of money. I'm very frugal in that department. Now we're going to, yeah, I just put them back. Ugh, crazy me. There's bigger ones. That's why I put them back. I wanted the bigger ones. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I have been so busy. It's just like crazy busy here, trying to get everything ready, go to the pre-op and do everything to get ready to be there on Thursday. And it's, yeah, I don't know what time my appointment or my surgery is. I just know that it is Thursday, and I will find out on Wednesday. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. And now this is going to try to get your bird up and down and get it the same up and down. The side doesn't matter as long as you're not over top. But there we go. Now I stamp this, and then I just cut it in the center, and then I cut to the center from each point, and I did it at both ends. So this is just going to sit like this. So, and the ends are not attached. Now make sure it's straight. There we go. Now I need my rhinestones. I wonder if oh, there's my picky tool. My take your pick tool. This one was out, so I use it. Put this away so I don't lose any. I find them on my desk all the time. It's like, now if I'd put those away, I wouldn't have lost them, then I'd have them to use. But at the time, I don't think about it. Crazy sometimes. So I am taking the nest and And this is my inside piece. And this is my envelope. And like I said, I'm not going to color the envelope. You can, no, not a problem, but I'm choosing not to. But if you color it with blends, make sure you put a piece of paper in behind that so it doesn't bleed through. But I think that looks pretty just the way it is with the ink. Put this aside because I'm finished with it. Goodness sakes. I've got a frog in my throat. I'm just having a hard time getting it out. And remember, if it's not solid blue, that's perfectly fine. You could even put Wink of Stella on these so they have a little bit of a shine. Okay, I am going to take a drink. Sorry about that. And just coloring in these leaves a little bit. There was some down here, but I cut it off. I'm just trying to make these branches look like they're attached to the nest, the same color and attached. If you don't do the branches that are or sticks that are sticking out, they don't look like they're part of the nest, and you want to make sure that it's a part of the nest. Just looks so much nicer that way. I hope this is gone by Thursday. I don't want to miss having surgery. See how quick and easy this is? These blends are amazing. And there's, like, it's light through, it's not solid because you can see through, especially around the edge, because they're put together. Bird's nests have holes through them. Now this could be a thinking of you, a birthday, a anniversary. Yeah, there's just a friend card. There's so many ways you could just use this card. And I just love these sets. Nested Friends, when it came out, it was one of the first sets I bought in the catalog back then. And Everyday Details, one of the first sets I bought from the catalog. I really like the drawing ones. I don't know why, but I just they have the look that appeals to me, I guess. So what do you think of, whoops, of my card? If you could like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much for being here and being part of my life and spending time with me. Thanks. Bye now.